Do you have a Google Sheet like this that you want to turn into a Google form that gathers the same data? So essentially finding out automatically which questions to ask to end up with this kind of data. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do exactly that. We're going to run through two methods. The first one is completely for free. It generates Weebly forms, which are technically not exactly Google forms, but they're better looking and they're free to use as well. And then the second method is a paid method and it generates actual Google forms. So let's start with the first method. Going on to Weebly.ai, in the product section, you'll see a bunch of free mini tools. Now, that's what you'll need. So you'll need one of their free mini tools, which is the Google Sheet to Form tool. And it's rather simple in the sense that you just paste the link to your spreadsheet here, and their AI will analyze what the sheet contains. So basically, which data is there? Is it open-ended? Is it going to be a drop-down, multiple choice? So all of that based off of your data. Of course, it's AI, so it might not be 100% accurate, but as you'll see, it gets pretty close. And then it's going to generate you a Weebly form, which you can then further tweak. We'll see that in just a second, and publish to gather your data. The important thing here is, of course, to make sure that the sharing settings are set to anyone with the link. You'll get an error message if that's not the case. Okay, so it created us a survey. So we're going to run through to see what it did. So full name, email address. So you can see email address is an email field. How old are you is a number field. And if we cycle through the pages, we'll see that, for example, the features that you use, it's a multiple choice. And as you can see from this column, you can select like dashboard and analytics. So that makes sense for it to be a multiple choice because it's a fixed set of answers, but it's always sort of multiple of them. So that's going to be a multiple choice. If we then look at the satisfaction, for example, this is going to be a radio button, so a single choice. And going back to our sheet, you can see it's a fixed set of questions or fixed set of answers, but it's always a 1. So there's other things as well to look out for. So for example, we have this scale thing. So if we go and check on the next page, you'll see this scale thing here from 1 to 10 is also available in our survey. Now, you might want to tweak this further, so you can just chat with the AI and it's going to update your survey accordingly. So we could say add a gender question to the first page, for example, and it's going to change that. So you can do that with content. So you can ask it to create questions or move questions around. You can also just ask it to change the theme or the style of your survey, and it will do that. Once you're ready and you're happy, you can hit the publish button and it will give you a link that you can share with your respondents. If you want to have your data back into a Google Sheet, under the integrations, you'll be able to set these up. I'll leave a link to the tutorial somewhere here at the top of this video as well, but there's plenty of other integrations that you can have working. Okay, so that's the first method, completely free, generates a Weebly form from your Google Sheet. Now let's have a look at the second method, which is using a tool called Formswrite. I'll leave a link to it in the description as well. Once you're on the dashboard, you create your account. If you select from Google Drive, you'll be able to select the Google Sheet that you want to turn into an actual Google form. So that's the advantage of Formswrite. It creates you a Google form. Now, the big disadvantage, and you'll see right here, is that when you press convert and convert to Google form, you get hit with this paywall. And unless you want to pay yearly on a monthly basis, this adds quite up, or at least in my opinion, that's pretty expensive to turn a Google Sheet into a Google form. So I can't really tell you how accurate their AI is. I'm assuming it's going to be on a similar level as for the first method. So these are the two methods that you can use to turn a Google Sheet into a form. If you like this kind of content, like, subscribe, and leave a comment.